Now, Chelsea,
Yeah.
there's one lovable man that doesn't have much going for him in his life that we like to do a follow-up on every now and then. His name is British Andy, or regular person Andy, and
I was like, there's too many to list. Who is it going to be?
But I'm just seeing his beautiful face right here. They never pick a nice picture.
I love that.
And, like, he's wearing a suit. They really, like, clearly made a point of making him look like an absolute ass
I
goblin
love
thing.
that.
But
I love that. The British
got a story
are
here
so
from 2 days
fucking
ago.
fed up with this guy. I just love that
Yeah.
they pick all the worst photos.
This article comes from May 29th from the BBC, written by Sean Coughlin and Ben King. Article title, Palace was handed Andrew's controversial envoy email 6 years ago.
Oh, I came across this article. I didn't read it, though.
Buckingham Palace was handed email 6 years ago that would have shown that Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, which I can't even say formerly known as Prince Andrew, was sharing confidential government information while a trade envoy, according to court documents. It has emerged that an archive of 30,000 emails containing information about the former prince's controversial financial dealings was given to the Lord Chamberlain, the most senior officer in the royals' household, in 2020. The emails had been taken from a personal business contact of the former Prince Andrew. When asked about what happened to the emails, Buckingham Palace said, quote, since there is no ongoing police inquiry concerning Mr. Mountbatten-Windsor, they're doing it too. It is not possible to provide any comment on these matters, end quote. Last week, Thames Valley Police issued a fresh appeal for people to come forward with information following Mountbatten-Windsors. Wow, they are just, is that dead naming him, or is that just like, how, I don't know, it sounds like they're, yeah.
Isn't that what he is
It
now?
just sounds like they're kind of bullying him or picking on him with it, doesn't it?
By just, like, saying it as much as they can.
Yeah, and not like Prince Andrew or Andrew. Or Mr. Mountbatten-Windsor.
I mean,
just
they could be
following
calling
Mountbatten-Windsor's arrest. That's nicer than I'd call him. Anyways,
It's true.
Following Mountbatten-Windsor's arrest on suspicion of misconduct in public office. But a search of court documents has revealed that a large cache of emails relating to Mountbatten-Windsor's finances has already been sent to palace officials years before the current inquiries began. The emails had been subject of a legal dispute, and document from a high court judgment in April of 2021 show that a copy of the archive had been provided to the Lord Chamberlain in May of 2020. In June 2022, a subsequent high court ruling refers to an email dated 10th of July 2020 saying the emails had been, quote, delivered to Buckingham Palace, end quote. This was after the then Duke of York had stepped down as a working royal in the wake of the BBC interview in November 2019. Oh, bringing up good memories there.
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was, yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at, and I simply it was almost impossible for me to sweat, and it's only because I have done a number of things in the recent past that I'm starting to be able to do that again. So I'm afraid to say that there's a medical condition that says I need to do it.
The contents of that archive, with emails up to June 2013, are not fully known, but there have been glimpses of how relevant they could be. Earlier this year, The Telegraph published emails showing Mountbatten-Windsor had requested a confidential briefing from Treasury officials in 2010, then shared it with a personal business contact, giving it to him, quote, before you make your move, end quote. So it's just some nice insider trading right there. The briefing had been about problems in Iceland's baking industry, and the recipients had been Jonathan Rowland, whose father, David Rowland, had taken over the Luxembourg arm of a failed Icelandic bank, Kaupthing, which became Bank Haveland. Jonathan Rowland previously confirmed to the BBC that these published messages about Icelandic Bank had been taken from his account and were part of legal proceedings. It indicates that they would have been part of the archives later sent to the palace. And it was in those court battles over the alleged theft of the emails that it was revealed that copies had been given to the palace. The emails have a particular significance as they relate to a highly controversial time in Mountbatten-Windsor's financial dealings with the Rowlands and Banca Haveland, which later faced sanctions from regulators in the UK and the EU. While it is not known what happened to the emails shared with the palace, the release of the Epstein files earlier this year in the US showed Mountbatten-Windsor's closeness to the Rowlands. The Epstein files show Mountbatten-Windsor promoting their business ventures and gave personal assurances for David Rowland as his, quote, trusted money man, end quote. Ex-wife Sarah Ferguson was also recorded as receiving, quote, Rowland bank loan, end quote. According to court documents, the email sent to the palace had been taken from Jonathan Rowland's account after a dispute with a business colleague. They have been obtained by a retail entrepreneur, Kevin Stanford, former majority owner of All Saints, who had been in separate dispute over investments in the Kopthing Bank. Court documents say that Stanford offered the archive of emails to the authorities in Monaco and Luxembourg and shared them with a number of people, including Lord Chamberlain. In 2020, the post of Lord Chamberlain was held by Lord Peel, whom the BBC has contacted, but Buckingham Palace has responded on his behalf. It's a role, according to the royal family website, which includes, quote, overseeing the conduct and general business of the royal household, end quote. The emails were given to the palace during the reign of the late Queen Elizabeth II. There has been tougher approach to Mountbatten-Windsor under the reign of King Charles, including taking away his titles. After Mountbatten-Windsor's arrest, a statement from the king said, the law must take its course. Wow, that's probably far enough. There's actually quite a bit left of the article.
We've already established you can't read it all. We can't. No. Sometimes we do, if the article is.
But I think it's pretty clear that they were very aware, even before the Epstein stuff came out, that he was a pretty terrible person. And
I think we did know that, yeah. I think it's been known for a long time that he's a very shitty person.
I love the decline we've seen in his naming practice through the years of reporting on him.
I did have to pull up this picture that you're looking up of him in like mid-sentence, mid-word even.
Yeah. He's got to get those front teeth fixed. Yeah, they don't look great.
And I hope that he doesn't, even though he's suffered a status downgrade to Mountbatten-Windsor. Should be down to regular person Andy. But it's here that I'd like to remind everybody listening and share this with more for this reminder. There are more of us than there are of them. The royals I'm talking about, but also the people who aren't releasing the Epstein files, the billionaires, the people that are controlling all of this. And I'm just so sick of them now. Like, we have more control over this than they'd like us to think. And
they sure do. And that is kind of why there's been a weird, far-right move by tech bros.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough. And I feel like I'm just going to put a caveat on this. It is not a call to action. It's a call to discussion of what we can do as a fairly large group who is being, looked down upon by an upper class who thinks they can do anything they want.
Yeah. Like, we're the ones that have the power, people. And I'm just so sick of hearing all of this about all this stuff and how they're not facing consequences. Like, all he's getting is a downgrade in his status.
Actually, now that I think about it, it wouldn't be considered regicide to kill Prince Andrew because he's just a common person. And in fact, I think they might have stripped his can't be murdered rights from criminal law.
It's true, because he did have something. What right did he have stripped from him?
I can't remember. There was something, though.
I know.
He's such a piece of shit.
So good. He's such a piece of shit. I just want this to happen to all of them. But his is so comical because he just, he's an idiot. Like, he's just a big piece of shit idiot. And
he thinks he's better than everybody.
Yeah, and so this fall from grace, I'm not saying that I wouldn't love a fall from grace of anybody that is in power. Take any billionaire, for instance. So to all those orcas, I say sink the rich, and hopefully you become wolves again and then start sinking
their land yachts.
Yeah, their land yachts.
Anyhow, whales listening, because we know you're listening. You got 48 hours. Get those legs. Get those land yachts. Yeah. Anyhow, bye.
Bye.